Yes, sir.
Okay. Your course name is everyone is knowing the course. Course is actually the terminology used in the university for the subject. Means your course is design of machine element 1 and your program is BTech mechanical engineering. So course word is used for the subject in the university according to the NAC terminology. So we use the word course. The course is design of machine element first and the code of this course is TME 502. So come to the unit 1. Unit 1, this is the syllabus of unit 1, introduction to mechanical engineering design, phases of design, factors influencing design, how the material is selected, different materials especially steel and cast iron, and in the steel there are some variant LY steel and its mechanical properties, preferred numbers and codes for design. These are the syllabus of unit 1 as per the graphic era syllabus. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in this lecture we see about the what is design and what is mechanical engineering design, phases of design and factors influencing the design. These 3 points in this lecture we have to study. So before starting the lecture, I would like to share some questions to you. You have to search the answer of these questions after the lecture. Means after the completion of lecture, you must be able to answer these questions. And the questions are: what is the importance of machine design for engineers? What is machine design? And what is basic knowledge required for machine design? If you are able to answer these questions after the lecture, it means you have understand the lecture properly. Clear? So come to the now the content. What is machine design? You know that design is the imagination to create a new or better thing. So similarly, machine design is the creation of new and better machines or improving existing ones. Means only the creation of new machines is not the design, but improving existing machines is also the part of machine design. And the creation and improving will be such that it is economical in sense of cost of production and operation. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to this slide. How a design is born means how the requirement of and essence of design is born. From this flow chart, you will clearly see that there are some components here written here: market survey, aesthetic, ease of handling, safety, economical, recyclability. Actually, these factors comes under the market survey. Actually, it is a survey. Means market survey. Market survey is done to know what is the requirement of customer or customer, what is the thinking of customer. Similarly, ease of handling. If you do the survey, you are able to know what kind of ease the customer requires. Similarly, you come to know what kind of safety is required and what kind of safety a customer think that should be incorporated in the product. Someone is coming. Okay. These factors are type of survey, and after these brainstorming we are able to know what will be the marketability of the product. Then we have to see the availability of funds, we have to see the what type of material is available, we have to see what type of manufacturing resources is available with us. Depending on these factors, after deciding these factors under our constraints, we move to the create a model, or you can say prototype. We go to create a model. The model is a rough idea about the product. Once the model is created, a rough idea about the product is generated, then we have to do the stress analysis, means the stress analysis of the product. For this, look here, here it is written sizes. We have to decide in which size the product has to be launched. Depending on the size, materials requirement is decided. Which material is required, aluminum or steel or cast iron or any one material, ductile material or brittle material. Depending upon the sizes and force analysis, we are able to know that which type of material is required for this product. All these things comes under the analysis. So it is a type of a stress analysis. After doing a stress analysis, after generating a rough idea about the model, and
screen sharing off air.
I am doing on that. Now okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come here. We are studying the how a design is born. So in this, we are at this stage that we have decided about the rough idea about the model, the requirement, what type of requirement is required. Requirement means it is for which type of class, means it is suppose we are thinking about the product like Byju's, that is the learning app for suppose 5th 6th standard. So here the requirement is the age group of 10 or 12 up to 10 or 12 years. Suppose you are planning to design a product like tab. If you design the tab, then this requirement is to address the people who are using the tab, means that class. Suppose you are planning to design a rod shaft. The shaft is used to transmit the power, you know that. So what type of power, means how much power is required to transmit. It is 10 kilowatt, then requirement is different. It is 50 kilowatt, then requirement is different. So by knowing the requirement, by knowing the rough idea about the model, and after doing the stress analysis, finally we go to the creation of the product. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now come to the what are the steps or phases in the design. Generally, in different book, different steps are given, but these steps are not the universal steps. It only reflects how a designer should think if he is going to design a product, either it is new product or existing product. Clear? So the stages in the design or phases of design is, first is recognize the need. Recognize the need means you have to first recognize what are the need of this product, and this factor depends on these factors: market survey, aesthetic, ease of handling, safety, economical, and recyclability. Means marketability and requirement. These two terms is required to recognize the need. Okay. Now next step is definition of problem. Means once you recognize the need of customer, then you have to formulate the design problem that is called governing equation, or in the mathematical word, in the mathematical form we say it as governing equation. It means that equation or that problem which governs the function of product, So here we have to define the problem, and the definition of problems consists function, requirements, and evaluation criteria. After this, now you look, the arrow here goes to again recognize the need. It means in the process of definition of problem, you have to go to see the what are the need of customer. Means it is the iterative process to define a problem. First time you define a problem, this one, again you go to the see the what are the need of customer. You are seeing here that the need 50% need of customer is fulfilled, but rest 50% is not included in the problem. So again we come to the definition of problem. Again you redefine the problem. Again you go to the see the customer need. Again now you are able to see that 80% expectation of customer is covered in the problem, in the definition of problem. Then you again you have to modify the problem. Again you have to go to the market survey, and after this iterative process, finally you are able to formulate a problem that satisfy the 90 to 95% expectation of the customer or need of the customer. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that step, the next step is synthesis. Synthesis means you have to synthesize the problem. Synthesize all you have downloaded the e-copy of the design book? Tell me.
No, sir. No, sir.
जब तक
Not
आपके
yet, sir.
जब तक आपके वो नहीं बनते ग्राफिक एरा के एक्सटेंशन से ईमेल और आपको एक्सेस नहीं मिलते हमारे ग्राफिक एरा के ई लाइब्रेरी में, तब तक आप ऑनलाइन में गूगल में आप सर्च कर सकते हैं डिजाइन टेक्स्ट बुक रिटन बाय वीबी भंडारी. राइट डाउन V for Vellore, B for Bombay, V Bhandari. The e-copy of VB Bhandari is also available in the net on the open source. It is not you can't download it, but you can read it online. Okay, so जब तक आपको नहीं मिल रहा है लाइब्रेरी में एक्सेस, तब तक आप वहां से उसको स्टडी करते रहिए ताकि आपका स्टडी हार्म ना हो. ठीक है, बिकॉज द टर्म सिंथेसिस जो है ना, ये समझाने के लिए पहले आपको एक बार जाना पड़ेगा उस बुक में, और पहले आप ये देखिए कि सिंथेसिस बुक में क्या लिखा है, क्योंकि ये बड़ा टिपिकल वर्ड है सिंथेसिस. ओके, आई विल टेल इट इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. First, you try to understand yourself what is synthesis. I am giving you the clue that one subject known as synthesis of machine is available in mechanical engineering. Synthesis of machine. Actually, synthesis of machine is to study how the every part of the machine is connected each other. Means suppose there is some machines, suppose crane is also a machine. It has so many arms, so many links, and every arm and links are connected to each other, and they are connected such that every component is functioning in a harmony. Clear? If the all components of a machine is not functioning in harmony, then the machine is not able to do the work perfectly. Means to do the work perfectly, or for the efficient work by the machine, all parts, all components of the machine should work in harmony. वो एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड होंगे और वो एक दूसरे के साथ मिल के काम करेंगे. अगर वो मिल के काम नहीं करेंगे तो वो मशीन सही से परफॉर्मेंस नहीं देगी. इसी को बोलते हैं सिंथेसिस ऑफ मशीन. ओके, इट इज द क्लू. फर्स्ट यू रीड द synthesis word in the textbook. I will again explain you in the next class. After synthesis, this stage you are able to know that the synthesis is the study of every components of a machine. Every components of the machine is connected to each other in a defined manner. So this is the synthesis. After defining the problem, you have to synthesize the product. Means all components of you have to study the all components of the product in collaborative manner. After this comes analysis and optimization. Here some arrow is given. Now you are able to know that where this type of arrow is given here. From synthesis, the arrow goes to again recognize the need. From synthesis, the arrow again goes to the define the problem. This arrow represents that during the synthesization of the machine, you may require to go to see the need of customer, and maybe you have to again modify the problem. Clear? After that, after the synthesis phase, the next phase is analysis and optimization. Analysis means now here stress analysis is required. Means the product, in the sense of mechanical engineering field, I am telling you in the sense of mechanical engineering. So in the mechanical engineering, the machine is required to have sufficient strength to bear the load. What will be the sufficient strength? It is determined by the stress analysis. And optimization means you have to optimize between the material and cost. Everyone know that after stress analysis, the strength requirement comes out around 200 megapascal. 200 megapascal means the machine is able to bear the stress 200 megapascal. For 200 megapascal, for the 200 megapascal stress, the material, suppose you have selected steel, the steel is sufficient to bear the stress 200 megapascal, because you know that the elastic constant of mild steel is around 207 gigapascal. So someone has selected the material as steel for this product, because the product requires around 200 megapascal strength, and the mild steel or any steel is capable to bear the 200 megapascal. Someone has selected the steel, and suppose someone has selected the aluminium. So for this product, steel is suitable or aluminium is suitable, that comes under the heading optimization, because both material, aluminium and steel, both are capable to bear the 200 megapascal stress. So which material has to be selected, that decision comes under the heading optimization. This is the optimization of material, cost, comfort. There are so many comforts: ergonomic comfort, temperature comfort. So all the factors have to be optimized. Okay, clear na? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that phase, the next phase comes out evaluation. Means what you have done here, it is here evaluated. Means you can say that this phase evaluation is the trial of a product. It is the trial of a product. Means before production, we have to go a trial that the product we have created or imagined is working properly or not. Okay, so this phase is simply evaluation. After that, if the product is satisfactory in evaluation, then presentation means production can be started. So these are the phases of design. Presentation means here production is started means actually this is not the production, this is the design. So here in the presentation section, engineer just draw the product in just a drawing of the product, just a drawing of product, final drawing of product for giving the production department. By seeing the graphics or drawing of the product, the production department can start the production. Clear? So these are the important phases of design. So you have to study what is machine design. So machine design is the creation of new and better machines, improving existing ones, and that process should be such that a economical product can be designed. Economical means in the cost of production and in the cost of operation. After that, you have seen here how the design is born. After that, you have seen here what are the important phases of design. I have took these steps from a book that is written by Sigley. It is a very good book. It is a good book in machine design, Sigley. In my student life, Sigley's book, we treat the Sigley book as a Bible of the machine design, and there are various copies of Sigley book in your library. So I am telling you, you should enroll or get access in the e-library, because you are missing so much. If you don't able to access books, so how can you study the properly? This book Sigley is also in our e-library. V.V. Bhandari is also in our e-library. So you should try to enroll or get access. What is the design requirements? Generic design requirements means if any product or machine has to be designed, the requirement is its strength, reliability, wear, corrosion, thermal properties, surface appearance means surface finish color, life means what will be the life of the product, size, shape, NVH. I have to see what is NVH. I am missing right now. Maintenance, manufacturability, recyclability, safety, weight, shape, size, flexibility means stiffness, lubrication in the case of gear and bearing, reliability from friction, etc. You can see here how many factors are there, and all factors have to be considered in the design. So you can imagine in design how the iterative work is required, how much iterative work is required, because you have to optimize, because you can't get maximum of all factors. If you maximize the strength, suppose maybe the weight will be high, suppose. So if you maximize the strength, weight will be high, and customer like the lightweight product. So you have to optimize between strength and weight. Similarly, you have to optimize all the parameters. So design is a very iterative work, and it requires knowledge of engineering mechanics, material science, strength of material, and fluid dynamics. Also thermal engineering. Okay. Now come here, basic knowledge required for machine design. I have already told you the basic knowledge required in the machine design is mathematics, engineering mechanics means mechanics of machines, mechanics of materials, fluid mechanics and thermodynamics, strength of materials, works of processes, engineering drawing, computing, and finite element analysis or CFD, etc. these are the numerical analysis of a process of product. Means if how a product will perform, that can be simulated in finite element analysis or computational fluid dynamics. So these are the basic knowledge required for a machine, for a designer. Clear? Now come to the questions I have put in front of you before the lecture. These are the questions. Now you think you are able to answer the questions. What is the importance of machine design for engineers? What is machine design? What is basic knowledge required for machine design? Everyone just take the screenshot of this page or slide and try to answer these questions, and